I have been with the Pines Toastmasters Club long time ago. For those who are new, probably you do not know that I was a part on building Pines Toastmasters Club because at that time the governor was Lita Daiko. For 1 year of my life, I was with her because I have to bring her to Baguio. And the most memorable of this, while we were forming your club, the day after we did the organization, there was an earthquake. You remember that? The big earthquake wherein the hotel collapsed. And that's the very hotel wherein we had our orientation. And we were supposed to stay overnight, but I decided to go home. It was a blessing. Otherwise, if we stayed, we could have died. That was the place where Sonia Rocco was pinned down at that time. So it's really memorable. That's why I say every time that I attend a Toastmasters meeting, it's always a memorable thing to me. Reminiscing the memories of yesteryears. Why am I with Lita Daiko? It was because I love to build clubs. I built 70 clubs in District 75. And we were able to become a district because at that time that they wanted, we lacked only 5 Toastmasters Club to become a district. I was able to organize the BIR, Bureau of Internal Revenue Toastmasters Club, the Sinagtala in Morong, Bataan, and then I was alone in organizing the Mindanao State University under Governor the Muslim. At that time, it was not safe to go over there, so I was not allowed to go outside and get a hotel. I was asked to stay inside the university. Sinagtala, and then Sultan Toastmasters Club, and then the Marikina Toastmasters. 5 of them in one setting. I was able to organize the required club by Toastmasters International so that we will become a district. What is the importance of that? If we are not a district, we cannot join international contests and we cannot vote. So we will be, we were called undistricted. That's why at that time, our number was 1174-U. That means to say undistricted. We were not yet a district. What made me glued to Toastmasters? It was something that I saw the best way wherein you can help people in a very sincere, in a very humble way to make a difference in their lives. The teaching, the learning is beyond compare. It is beyond compare. And how do you stay so long in a Toastmasters Club? It is the relationship and the leadership that counts a lot. You are a leader. You do not brag that you know better than your members. You always put yourself equal to them. No one is higher than the other. We are district governors, but we never emphasize that we are higher than any one of you because learning is a continuing process. It never stops until you are 6 feet under the ground. I always coined humility in anything that I say or in anything I do. Last night I said, it is not money. It is not who you are, but it is what you can give. You cannot give something that you do not have. So how do you get those things for you to have them, to be in your heart and soul, so that you can give away something? It doesn't have to be material thing. It doesn't have to be. It is what you can give your time, your talent. And of course, we use a little treasure for this. But the treasure is not that important. Because if you are humble enough, your friends, your fellow members will be with you to try to help. Not try, but they will be glued also to your advocacy of wanting to share. Being a Toastmaster is the best gift that you could ever have. And I keep on telling everybody, it's a gift that cannot be taken away from you because your investment here is knowledge, your love, and your passion to be able to make a difference in the lives of other Toastmasters or even friends. Right now, you have some guests. We are a lot tonight. We have, I think, around 6 or 7 guests tonight, and probably they do not know what Toastmasters is all about. I wanted the Toastmaster of the evening to be able to mention the history of Toastmasters International. We always touch that one, unless we are all Toastmasters. But even if we are all Toastmasters, I keep on saying, be sure that you know the history of Toastmasters International. Why? If I invite you or you were invited to go to another club and you don't know anything about your club, what is it? The first thing that a member who would like to be a member of a Toastmasters Club, the question is, what is it all about? So each and every one of us must know the history of Toastmasters International. Start with the Toastmaster International. Then you go to the national. When we are in the national, you also somehow make them realize that we have divisions, we have areas, and we have the clubs. And that's also, what are these DTMs? What are the titles, norms that we have? It could be a very long one, but somehow you can state exactly what are the norms and how do we get them. Why do we have to get them? My dear friends and fellow Toastmasters and guests, we always apply the 6 honest men. The 5 W's, you know them? And the last one is H. Why, where, what, when, and who. Why did I join Toastmaster? What is the reason? What do I get out of it? When will it be? And then you go to the how. The how is one of the most important things together with why. How do I get about it? Why am I joining? All of this, in everything that we do in Toastmasters, do not forget the 5 W's and H. So we call it, even in books of communication, they are called the 6 honest men. With this one, in the rudiments of public speaking, we are all in public speaking. To be able to learn how to communicate effectively, I have been with Toastmasters for this 47 years of my life. I started in 1973, and I was the first lady to be accepted in all of Asia. Because each and every one of you must know that it's only in 1973 that they opened membership for ladies, and I was the first one to be admitted in all of Asia. And my club is the oldest club and the first one to be organized and chartered by Toastmasters International. It is my club, the Tamaro Toastmasters Club. So that means to say all the clubs in Asia, here in the Philippines, are all under Tamarao. So we are your great-great-grandparents. This one, so many people have been asking me, why haven't you left Toastmasters? Are there other organizations that you have been? Yes, I said, yes, I have been. In all the clubs, I have been with so many clubs, so civic clubs, but I never left Toastmasters. It is a wonderful thing to be a Toastmaster. It makes you humble. And again and again and again, I say, why humility? Professor Sonia will be evaluated by someone who is not her equal. If it were not a Toastmaster, probably she would say, bakit ikaw? Anong alam mo? What do you know? You haven't reached yet my norm. Why are you evaluating me? Isn't it? But then, evaluation is the number one thing that made us to be humble, to accept. And that's why I said, I love Toastmasters because the first virtue that we learn is humility. And no other clubs in the whole world has given us this privilege to teach us to be humble. That's why I said, it's not knowledge, it's not your profession, it's not who you are, it's not your money. So no one can brag about this one. It is what you have planted in your heart, in your mind, that you can share. But you did it, reminiscing the needs, probably, of people that are in need to learn just like you. It is your duty, my duty, everybody's duty to be able to share and to wear the shoes of people who need help. It is us who will fill up the gaps, wherein unity, never divisiveness. Friends, we have goals in our lives. We have goals. Again, you can use the sixth honest man. What is it? How do I achieve it? Who will profit from this? Am I a privileged one? The answer may be yes or no, but it all depends. Now, in giving such, it is through our voice and the words that we use that we can be able to persuade people. Our voice can give meaning, can touch emotions. My one example that I keep on giving, my favorite one, what if I have a guest, or Distinguished Toastmaster Sonia brought in a guest. She is blind and cannot see our body language. How will she appreciate what we are saying? It is through your expression, using express words, descriptive words, but then they must be incorporated with the appropriate vocal variation. So in making speeches, the magic there, the spark plug, is the delivery through your voice projection, and the words that you see. I am blind, but if you can say the word and give me that particular meaning or tone of the voice that is incorporated with the words that you are telling me, I will learn and I will feel. You can make me cry. You can make me happy. And you can make me sad. It is through your delivery, through your voice projection. Dear friends, I keep on saying, focus on what you want to do. Be decisive. But that Being so decisive can be felt by you. It cannot be superficial. You have to do it, and people will feel, people will see it, the way you deal with them. Relationship is very, very important. Relationship doesn't cost money. Relationship is an attitude and behavior. And this one, we learned it so well in Toastmaster. So well. Baguio City, it's one club wherein I saw the unity when it was started. Sonia was there. Sonia saw me. We were there. I could see the closeness. But of course, I will not say older, as we grow younger, I'm still a baby. People, you know, they can stay or they can go or they can come back. Coming back, there is always a reason. For me, coming back is loving, sharing. And you don't forget where you came from. It is a great privilege, gratitude, reminiscing what we have been together, negative or positive, eliminate the negatives. Always consider the relationship as you are like one family. To all the clubs that I have been all over the world attending conventions, wherever it was. It was only the time that I got sick that I stopped attending because of the flight. It might not be good because my liver is the one that is affected. 2 gallons of blood was taken out away from my liver. That's why I'm a terminal case. And I keep on saying that I am in my departure area. Last night, I mentioned that. Up to now, I am under treatment, but no medicine. I say under treatment. My medicine are prayers, and my doctor is our Almighty. I am terminal at this point in time, given by the doctor. I have the 3 children who are doctors. I'm married to a doctor. And all of them knew about this. They know about it. In fact, my funeral, my coffin, and everything were ready. I went to the doctor last January, and she told me the most that probably you could stay is June up to September. So when I came out from the hospital, my children outright as a secretary to prepare for my funeral and everything. You know what? Do I have to cry? No. No. I keep on saying, I am telling my friends that I'm terminal. I need the prayers. I don't have to be pitied. Because I know it's only Him who can tell me exactly. For twice I was given a terminal. I had first a cancer of the brain when I went to the United States to have it treated. Believe it or not, when I was there, I brought all my copies of my X-ray. Somebody prayed over me who came from Medjugorje when I went to the doctor, and they repeated all the examinations. You do not have... I went into the laboratory examination. You do not have cancer of the brain. And my doctor said, it is like winning the lotto. That was the first brain cancer. Second, I had the liver cancer. And this was only 2017. 18, okay, 18. Only 2 years ago. And then last January, I had again this one. And this one, again, definitely the doctor, my doctor is the doctor of Gloria Bacal, Julia Cervantes. Definitely, I was going. But my dear friends, I am relating this to you. It has a connection with Toastmaster because you have to to communicate directly to him. You cannot debate whether your religion has nothing to do with this. Just learn to pray. Ask him to help you. Offer your sickness to him. Tell him to handle it. Friends, I am alive and I am with you. That's why when I am invited, seldom, Christine Temblique was telling you kanina, sabi niya, she only attends important ones because, I'm very sick. I keep on saying, if ever I am invited, I will never say no because I want to be with friends the final days of my life, to share everything that I know with all humility, with all the privileges that I had, enjoying the friendship of Toastmasters all over the country. It is so beautiful. And I only want you to remember a word with pearl, with 4 letters only. Keep that love burning, L-O-V-E. With that love, nobody can go wrong. Nobody will make mistake. To all of you, be focused, be determined. Hold one another, and as much as possible, every time learn to say, I love you. Because it is a word that is not spoken, not given freely so many times. Now, give it. It might be too late for you to say it when they cannot even appreciate it anymore. To all of you, good evening and thank you so much for this wonderful privilege to be with you again.